I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, you ruin the vibes and tracking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through cold and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a cook in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers.
You take a mortal man and put him in control. Watch him become a god. Watch people's heads roll. Acting like a robot. Its metal brain corrodes. You try to take us balls before the head explodes. Explodes. Just like the Pied Piper, led rats through the streets. We dance like marionettes, swing to the symphony. Just like the Pied Piper, led rats through the streets. We dance like marionettes, swaying to the symphony. Swaying to the symphony of the
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Will Reichert has it all teed up, and we're off from MetLife. Valus Jones now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Viking 18.
Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
The slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On first down, Pierce starts. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 13 on the pickup, and it's good enough for a New York first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
7 Pirates. 7.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Finding Johnson once more. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Smash. Smash. Let's go.
A handoff to Tracy. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Oh, he's got it in close. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Gano ends the point after. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. On the return, Isaiah Rodgers. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
You know, we love to talk about corners. Those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Here's 2nd and 14. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He's got Jones for the completion. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That play good for 17 on a first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back's still doing it to this day.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On play action now, McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
First and 10, it's McCarthy. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's one of those situations you want to get your back in space. Well, you accomplish that. Unfortunately, you don't make anything happen because you don't bring the ball in cleanly.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Off caught by his back. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Rolling again now, McCarthy. Into a crowd, another ball intercepted. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Play action with Dart. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Darts out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Dart. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, Jones gets it. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They have it on 3rd and 5. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13.
Take over 1st down 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And he's going to be brought down over the 31. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Outside, this is into the hands of Felton. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Ball on the 45. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Zone read. This is Jones. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra, block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. He will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set, go.
Now we'll give up the middle to Jones. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On the move, headed right. He can run it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Here we go. Viking 18.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on fourth down. Will Reichert headed out on the right hash. This is going to be a 41-yarder. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
They've got first down from the 31. Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. And right back to Scattergood. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Giants with 3rd and 5. Darts looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Starts his return from the 23. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And the Giants are 2 blocks. They take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
They're on him, and he's dropped again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down. The Giants using their first timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Defense is roaring here. Back-to-back sacks have him in a great spot to end this drive immediately. On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Dart setting in the throw here. Chased out to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's second down coming up.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Second and 10 now. Here's Dart. The throw left side, caught by Neighbors. Still going inside the 35. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, he's totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down. Dart gonna throw again. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short. He's gonna try to pick it up. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up first and 10 now inside the red zone.
60 back, 79 Broncos. Dragon 60, 19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Back to throw, here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York! The Giants will add to their lead at the end of the half. Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Gano ready to send this away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Here's McCarthy on first and 10. That's complete. Here's Jones. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout. Football on that 47-yard line. First down. He's back to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Andrew Phillips.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Back to throw it. This one's to Slayton, left side. And he's tackled for a short gain. wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Jones with a run to start the third quarter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Locked his one deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
It's Jones on the toss. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
From Little League football to the NFL, that is a play that a safety dreams of. Sees that toss play coming and is able to come downhill and knock it backwards.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And this is down all the way to the 3. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Jones hits the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Went after tried good by Reichert. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Coming left is Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 24-yard
The first down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Darts back to throw. The throw left side finds Johnson. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Counter give to Tracy. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Scatterboo now from the gun. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
19 Lions.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass complete to Robinson. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
10 at the 44-yard
Back to
line.
60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
On first down, here's Dart. On the move, headed right. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, kid, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Got it. Ready?
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's 2nd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 13-point lead. Gano for the PAT. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
To kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Bails out of the pocket quick. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he's going to be right up against that line that they needed. Make it 3rd and maybe a yard at most from the 34.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
McCarthy throwing on this 3rd and 1. He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he's hit and dropped. So that's going to bring an end to our 3rd quarter, with him picking himself up after that sack. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Trying again, following the sack. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down. Instead, it's incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Completes downfield to Felton. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they score! It's a Minnesota touchdown! The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. New York to the line, 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Dart. And a man is there to knock that away. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Dart. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Forced out to his right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Looking underneath. It's Jones. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. go play action here. It's McCarthy. Right side, this is into the hands of Felton. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
We've slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, here's Jones. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on second down.
Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Head the street. Head the 60. Head the 60.
They'll run here with Jones. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
Well, that play call, it was certainly about playing it safe and just running it from the goal-to-go situation. But I'm not sure it's possible with how well this defense is holding up.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. This one's caught. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings now trail by just a point in the fourth. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll start with a give to Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants with a little more work to do to win it here. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 7, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here goes Dart to the air. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on defense.
And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Setting up to pass. That's incomplete left side.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Yards to go.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now. 3 inside the 30. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Giants will have a first down.
For a New York
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
10 at the 23-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. Room inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants jump in front late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Brought in inside the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings cut it to a point late in this one. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Jones. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
18 Warriors, 70.
He'll look to throw it. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
We're approaching 50 seconds to play. It's 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they managed to stop it. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
On 1st and 10, here's Starks. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
One play action with Darks. Buys time, rolling right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now to throw. Finds his back complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Looking to throw it. Escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. First throw of overtime now. The throw left side caught by Neighbors. And he's brought down after a short gain. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23. This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far in past years for a potential game-winning touchdown. But let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens on this opening series.
Yep, and that response is something for their defense to worry about. All these 11 gentlemen need to do is continue the steady progress downfield and getting that opening first down. So critical to any possession, but even more so in overtime.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. All right, so an important landmark crossed on that play. They're inside the red zone now, partner. Now, new overtime rules mean they can't win it with a touchdown, but more times than not, a touchdown does ensure they don't lose it on the next series either.
Yeah, and you do all this work, all this heavy lifting to get...
And the Vikings rush brings him down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants claim a 6-point lead. Gano for the PAT. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker. They'll get another chance to knock the extra point through. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. So the Giants come away with the win. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.
This is not his home. This is a revelation how to get it.